2017 Year in Review. March. The world survived January and February of the year 2017. The world did not end in zombies, nor did the world end in nuclear war. Donald Trump was inaugurated President of the United States, but millions of U.S. citizens did not immediately lose their health care. Though Britain had voted to exit the European Economic Union in 2016, early 2017 demonstrated that EEU prosperity did not end. Over the last 100 years, the ocean temperature had risen enough to make the rise of sea levels obvious, and to cause beach erosion and higher tides along coastal regions throughout the world. At the same time, rising CO2 emissions were making the ocean less alkaline, which, together with warmer temperatures, was causing chloral bleaching with adverse disruptions to surrounding ecosystems. Nevertheless, March would still bring springtime to the northern hemisphere and the beginning of autumn harvest to the lands below the Earth's equator. Nature was still resilient, and Asian girls still practiced yoga in front of the setting sun.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average passed 21,000 points. U.S. presidential supporters called it the Trump Rally. This would be a year of stock market records in Japan and the USA and Europe. Businesses throughout the world were swimming in cash. Everybody but workers seemed to be making money. The Indian economy would do the rupee proud. In New York's Central Park, the big dog of an investment banker ate the little dog of a small-time entrepreneur. Somewhere in the USA, a broadcaster with a robotic voice challenged the women of the United States.
All over America, people are asking, who is the woman who will be able to stop Donald Trump? Nobody who attended the Women's March on Washington could do it. No woman U.S. Senator could do it. No woman in the Congressional Black Caucus could do it. No ordinary housewife, no superstar celebrity, no corporate leader, not even Hillary Clinton was able to do it. In all of America, is there no woman who can stand up to Donald Trump?
I think he's right. Donald Trump is going to destroy everything, and there's no woman who can stop him.
I know it. I can't believe it. What is going to happen to our country? It's going to be so embarrassing.
I can stand up to Donald Trump. I can put the USA back onto the right path. All I have to do is get angry. No man can stand up to me when I get angry. Not even Donald Trump can stand up to me. And nobody makes me more angry than Donald Trump. I will destroy him.
Wow, I can't believe that woman. I bet she really can take down Donald Trump.
Yeah, she's good all right. She's definitely the woman who can take down Donald Trump.
You go, girl. Get it done.
3 novice monks posed on a street in Yangon, Myanmar. A damaged natural gas pipeline in Alaska's Cook Inlet released 6,000 plus cubic meters of gas per day and for weeks could not be repaired due to sea ice. An orangutan was calmed by a human hand in Perak, Malaysia. A young couple went dog sledding through a forest in Finland. President Trump accused former President Obama of wiretapping Trump Tower. Obama said that Trump's claim was absolutely baseless. Hillary Clinton was probably not very happy about it either. Donald Trump signed a revised executive order which eliminated Iraq from what his critics called the Muslim ban. This new travel ban would eventually receive U.S. Supreme Court approval. Trump supporters applauded the travel ban as a means of protection against terrorist attacks. Critics said that it would prevent important interaction between scientists, engineers, and extended U.S. family members. The Zombie Walk in Tel Aviv 2017 showed the world once again how young people of modern civilization fear it will all end. Not with a bang, nor with a whimper, but with the Walking Dead, stumbling around, mumbling and gurgling, and hungry for human brains. U.S. President Donald Trump proposed cuts to several science agencies. This included a 31% slash in the budget for the Environmental Protection Agency. The cut for the National Institute of Health was proposed to be 18%. German Chancellor Angela Merkel came to Washington, D.C. for her first in-person meeting with President Trump. The U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported record low Arctic and Antarctic sea ice levels from February. Arctic sea ice typically extends to its maximum in February and was 7.6% below the 1981 to 2010 average. The Antarctic saw coverage 24.4% less than its February average. The International Energy Agency reported that world carbon dioxide emissions remained flat despite growth in the global economy. Renewable energy and increased efficiency were attributed to be responsible for the apparent discrepancy. St. Patrick's Day was celebrated with a parade in Honolulu, Hawaii. In Budapest, the chain bridge was illuminated green. Traffic was heavy in Chengdu, China. Farmers harvested potatoes in Bangladesh. On his local television show in Lincoln, Nebraska, USA, Ivan Taprod confessed his secret wish.
I wish I had a pina colada and a cigarette, some jelly beans, and a pair of women's panties, which I could put up to my nose and sniff. Maybe then I could go back to feeling normal, and I could resume my life where it left off.
Prime Minister Theresa May announced a March 29th start of Britain's exit from the European Economic Union. Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, was no doubt not amused. Some British citizens didn't like the idea much either. Morning saw people in a park in Bangkok, Thailand, performing Tai Chi. In Sydney, Australia, a group of young Muslim women walked through town. The U.S. House of Representatives had to postpone their vote to repeal the Affordable Care Act. In Malaysia, a family visited a bat cave in the Kilim Geopark. In Valparaiso, Chile, it was a pleasant beginning to the season of fall. Republican leaders in the U.S. House of Representatives failed to gain enough support to repeal the Affordable Care Act. As protesters marched through the streets in Rome, European Union leaders commemorated the establishment of the European Economic Community 60 years previous. Cyclone Debbie hit Queensland, Australia as a Category 4, causing flooding for days to come in populous areas such as Brisbane. A UN commission calculated that the total number of Syrian refugees was now over 5 million. Nothing could stop the arrival of spring. In the southern hemisphere, nothing could stop the arrival of fall. Some people spent time with their horses. Others took a ride in a train. In Hawaii, the ocean was warm. For the moment, it seemed like spring was here to stay. In Vietnam, the moment was also eternal. Autumn had just begun. Then it became April.